is George Shamon. As you saw the title, using Python with Linux to make large number calculations. I'm gonna show you how I use them to calculate 2 to the power 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, and then I'm trying to do the 2 to power 1 billion, which is 1 and 9 zeros next to it, and it's taken time. It's been like 24 hours. It hasn't done it. So I guess it depends on your computer and the microprocessor and the RAM and everything, the performance of your computer. And so far it hasn't done it, but I want to show you the command I used and also to track it and for how long it takes to finish the calculation for the computer to perform those calculations. So I did, and obviously it has certain power and certain limit. I was able to do 2 power up to 2 power 100 million. So basically the 2 multiplied by itself 100 million times. So I was able to get the result on the screen, and I'll show you in a minute. But the 2 power 1 billion, it means 2 multiplied by itself 1 billion times. It didn't do it yet. It's still working on it. That's why it gave me an idea about the computational power of the processor, the CPU, the central processing unit, because it looks like when you're doing this kind of calculations, you're using 100% of the CPU power. And the way I tracked it, I used different commands combined to track, because this is you have to track it in real time to see how long it takes. And I can show you one of the screens now. So if you look here, this is, I'm running Linux Ubuntu 22.04, and so if you look on both screens, I'm running the same command. Some of them are run twice. So basically, this is the Python. You have to access the Python interpreter first to do the calculation, and this is it's working on this now. And this one here is the calculation of 2 to the power 100 million. So basically the 2 multiplied by itself 100 million times, you get this large number. It's a number full of, it's a screen full of numbers. It gives you an idea how large is this number, So and it took about let me see, 238 minutes to finish this calculation, but it was doing something else. I was running this in the background to 2 power 1 billion. This 2 power band, it's been running for the last 24 hours, and it's right here. It's been running for 1450 minutes. 1450 minutes, if you divide it by 60, so let's see, 1460 minutes by 60, that's about 24 hours. So this computer is working for the last 24 hours on trying to give me the result of multiplying 2 to the power 1 billion. So this is a large number, but so I start finding, making calculation for smaller numbers, and I was able to do this for 2 power 100 million. So this is how I know how much it is, So let me flip the screen to see if somebody have a questions. If somebody have a question, let me know. Welcome, guys. Welcome to this presentation. What I'm doing, I don't know if you saw on my screen what I'm doing. I'm trying to do certain calculation for high numbers, high number calculation, and I'm trying to see what's the performance of my computer. And I'm trying some Linux and started with Python. I'm starting to dabble with Python. So what happened? I accessed the Python interpreter, and I used the 10 to do some calculations. So I multiplied 2 to power 100, 1 million. I kept going up until I was able to get a result for 2 exponential 100 million. It took a while too, but it was able to perform this calculation. But I wasn't able to calculate the 2 to power 1 billion, the billion, which is 1 and 9 zeros next to it. So, yeah, welcome, Ty. Welcome to this live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. Do you have any question about using Linux commands? I started using Python, so I don't know much about it, but I can access the interpreter and run some commands. I haven't been making. I just started learning Python, but I know Linux commands. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Silent and Dog, welcome. JT Demis 1010, welcome. Frenzy, welcome. Elvis Presley fan, welcome. Thank you for joining this live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, I'm talking about using Linux commands in combination with a Python interpreter to make certain calculation, and the calculation I'm making is 2 multiplied by itself 100 times 1 million, 10 million. I kept adding zeros, and I was able to do a calculation 2 to power 100 million, which is 1 and 8 zeros next to it. But when I raised it to the billion, 2 to power billion, it did not do that. It's still working on it. Shout out to Bird VR. My girlfriend was not allowed to date, so we had a breakup. Can I get yes? Shout out to you and to your girlfriend, Bird underscore capital V capital R. Let me know, guys, where you're tuning in from, and if you have any questions about using Linux commands and how to do certain calculations in Python. You access the Python interpreter and you enter information. And even if you have a Windows computer or Mac computer, you can still use the Python, because it runs Python interpreter and the Python programming language. It can run on Linux, Windows, and Mac computers, whatever you have. So this is, I started learning it, and I want to share the capability, what I'm learning and what I can do. And I started with this 2 power, and I start to see, how much my computer can handle large numbers, So Sterling Shepherd, welcome back. I think you've been here before. Are you going to the Super Bowl? Oh, I'm not going, but I'm sure I'll watch it for sure on TV. I'm gonna watch it. So yeah. Anybody else? Welcome to the live stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this kind of topics. I make these. Welcome back, Mitchell. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, and I hope you're doing fine too. Welcome back. So again, guys, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, subscribe. I need your help in growing my channel, and in return, I will help you make more live videos like these, answer questions, talk about technology, about software as a service. So again, let me show you what I'm running here. So this is the Python interpreter, and it did this screen full of numbers. This is the result of multiplying 2 to power 100 million. So it took about 2 hours, but I was running other applications, so the CPU was working uh, throughout different applications. That's what they call time slicing. And this is running now. It's 2 power 1 billion. I'm trying to multiply 2 by itself 1 billion times to see how long it takes for this to calculate it. It's been working for 24 hours. I don't even know if it's gonna do it, but I'm gonna give it until tomorrow morning. I'll give it 5 6 hours to see if it will do. But it's still working, and the way I track it is using the top command. The top command in Linux, it shows you the real-time tasks. So it's very important command, and I'm using the grep filter to find the time used for the like this one here, using the grep, and it gave me this here. It shows how long it took to multiply 238. So yeah, so that's it. This is so let me switch the screen. Yeah, so this is what's going on now, using Linux and Python to make complex calculation. I mean, it's not complex, it's a number, but because it's a large number, it put a lot of stress on a CPU, and the CPU will work in 100%. This will give you an idea about, you can use it as a benchmark, to compare different computers, how fast and how long it takes to make these kind of calculation. I mean, it's a small simple one, but it's a large number. You're multiplying 2 by 2 by 2 1 billion times. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you're interested in more videos about Python and Linux, let me know. So I'll make more videos, or even other software and software as a service. So let me see what's going on here. So anybody else, questions, comments? I'm sitting here in front of my Linux computer, and if you have any questions, you want me to run certain commands, and obviously I know Linux, but not in and out. I still, nobody can learn one skill fully. There's always a room for improvement. So yeah, so using the top command and the grep filter and the Python interpreter, you can do a lot with this. Excuse me. So anyone else have a question? Let me see if somebody have a question. And it's easier to add comments on a desktop, because it's not easy to add comments on a mobile. Yeah, anyone have a question or comments, or let me know, and I will be happy to help. So do you use Linux or do you use Python? Let me know if you learn Python, and what you can do with it. So right here, so those are the anyone else have any questions or comments? Guys, make sure you let me know if you can hear me well, and if you can see me and see the screen. And if you're interested in these kind of topics about software and the technology, let me know. So This is the top command. The top command will give you real-time statistics about your task. This is grep and grep filter. I mean, using grep to filter the output of a command to get certain element. And this screen, I'm running the Python interpreter, and this is Python 3.8.10, and I'm trying to multiply 2 to the power of 1 billion, and this one here it's 2 to power 100 billion. I was able to calculate it into, it took 2 hours, and this is the how long it took, 238. So yeah, questions, comments, interest. What are you interested in? Are you interested in this subject? Linux commands, Python programming, HTML5, CSS3. Let me know what's your interest, and questions, comments. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking maybe more about Python because I'm learning it, so I can share what I'm learning, and I'm learning it through a book. I have a book. It's the easy steps. So anyone else have a question or comments, or let me know. I guess nobody have any questions. All right, so I guess um, I'm gonna have to wrap up the video because there's no questions coming in, and I already presented what I had in my mind, you know. So I don't know if somebody have any question, but yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this kind of topics. Yeah, anyone else have any questions or comments? Let me know. All right, so yeah, Ray G, welcome, Eagles. Oh, the Eagles will be in a Super Bowl against the KC Chiefs. Yeah, so yeah, I'm fine. I like the Eagles, you know, and the KC Chiefs, but it's good. Anyone else have a question, comments? We're talking about Linux commands and the Python interpreter. I start recently using learning Python, not using it, but you know, while learning it, it has the interpreter embedded with the Linux operating system. So, you know, I just access the command line. I type Python 3 and I access it, and then I can do calculations. And this is what I've been doing, uh, trying to see how much my CPU can handle the calculations of like multiplying 2 by itself so many times. I'm trying to generate a large number, and 2 power it can do 2 power 100 million in 2 hours, but still it wasn't able to perform 2 power 1 billion, but it's still running. I have it still running, and I'm tracking it to see how long it takes. And so far, it's been going for 1466 minutes, which is over 24 hours. And so it didn't provide the result yet, but I'm tracking it. I'm keeping run. It's running in the background. Yeah. So if you have any questions, guys, let me know, and I will answer you now on this live stream. And so yeah, because if there is no questions coming in, I'm done with my presentation. So anyone else have a question about the Linux commands and using Python, the Python interpreter? Let me know. All right, guys. With that said, there's no questions coming in. Yeah. Okay. I want to end it here. I want to wrap up the video because it's almost it's a 3 o'clock after midnight. So I want to go get some sleep. So if you have any questions, let me know. Submit them in a comment, or I can answer you later on. With that said, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Thank you.